so I'm not really sure how to start this off.
I do. Hi. Hello. I am here. I am hijacked
Yeah. Shut up. Nobody cares about you. This is my video. This is my time. My time.
I just wanted to be included.
And I'm allowing you to sit in the corner. Now shush. Anyway, hi, hello, how are you? This video is going to be completely unscripted. I'm just going to go off the cuff because I do not want to spend as much time as I did on my previous scripts, because those took a while. I told you guys last time this was going to be sort of a Q&A. You could leave your questions, comments, even some concerns in the comments section below.
Oh, and I get to read them today!
Yes, shush! And she's going to read them in a polite and calm manner.
Oh, you mean in this reality? Got it!
It's very funny. Shut up.
Should I start now? In this reality.
In this reality, I'm about to hit you.
Oh! Allow me to excuse myself from this reality.
Yeah, okay, let's get into it. First comment.
Okay, day. So, Hecate6665 writes, I would love to see this as a fanfic, and I'm gonna be that person. Who are the main couples? I'm so sorry.
How many comments about ships were there?
I forget.
I'm guessing quite a lot.
Oh, I mean, not as many as you think.
Okay.
Ultron.
Okay, so since this is the beginning of the project, and I know the state that the fandom got into last time, I am going to neither confirm nor deny any pairings that may or may not occur in this show, okay? Let's start there. We saw the ship wars in the last one. It was not pretty. I'm just not looking to stir that up. I do have couples in mind, but I cannot share them with you right now because the haters will sabotage me, okay? So let's just move on.
Okay, so this next one isn't exactly quite a question.
Well, that's fine. I said questions, comments, concerns, whatever.
Okay. Pep's Parody Emporium writes, so loving this rewrite idea. I'd love to hear a little bit more into the team rejecting Keith. Like, what would that even look like? But I can't wait for part 3.
Excellent question. Now, because that is somewhat farther along, that's like in season 3, so I haven't quite gotten there yet, so the details are not nailed down as of yet. But I would imagine it would definitely be Allura at the head of that group, because she has the most trauma relating to the Galra. Then behind her would kind of be Pidge and the others, like, they're almost not sure how to react, and in their hesitation and confusement and this kind of swirling tension in the room, especially with Allura kind of going off, especially for Keith and his past, what he's been through as a kid, his fears of rejection, his brain automatically interprets that as rejection, even if it wasn't outright. And then he kind of makes a quick and hasty getaway. As of right now, that's about what I've got. Nothing's nailed down, but that's what my brain is thinking. Good question.
As a follow-up, this guy wrote a very lengthy comment for you.
Oh boy.
Shakira 4185 writes.
I'm Indian.
I'm sorry. I was watching a comedy skit last night.
Of course you were.
A lot of the character stuff sounds great, though I disagree about how the group would handle Keith's Galra reveal. While I do think Allura would not handle it well at all, I don't think the others would do so. Allura and Karan, especially Allura, would not handle it well, though I believe Karan wouldn't be as distrusting as Allura because he, at one point in time, knew the Galra far better than Allura could have as someone much younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'd be the wiser one of the two. He'd be upset, but after thinking on it, he'd accept Keith anyway. Keith's friends, however, I think the only one among them that would grow to dislike him more would be Lance because of their already established rivalry. But aside from that, they grew up around Keith even if they weren't exactly friends then. Hunk and Pidge would most likely be awkward, but they wouldn't reject him. Hunk is just a nervous guy, but his heart wouldn't make him reject Keith. Pidge has a bone to pick with the Galra thanks to them taking away her family, but she isn't stupid. Keith grew up on Earth like anyone else, so why would him learning about being Galra change all that they've been through? I agree that the group needed more time to process the revelation that Keith was half Gora, but I don't think all of them would reject him. That's not realistic.
Fair points, fair points. But like I just said, it wouldn't necessarily be outright rejection. Definitely confusion and hesitation, and in the moment, his brain would interpret that as rejection. You know, it's the whole thing. You didn't answer me right away. You really thought I was a good guy, you would have said so right away.
You had to think about it first, didn't you? I know when I've been insulted! I know when I've been insulted!
Good grief.
Well, I can see where it comes from that Lance would be more rejecting than the others because of their pre-established rivalry. Also keep in mind that throughout seasons 1 and 2, they have been actually bonding and kind of giving over those hurdles. And especially with the loss of Shiro, it's actually kind of pushed everyone together a bit. So that relationship's a lot better than it was at the start. As for Pidge, I see where you're coming from, and I do want to have it that, like, because Matt and Shiro were best friends at the garrison, Keith knew Matt, and in my head, I have my own headcanons for my own rewrite. I like to imagine that, like, sometimes they would go and have dinner at the Holt's house, and he would have met Pidge when she was younger, and maybe they weren't exactly friends, but they at least knew each other, or knew of each other. But grief doesn't always make people act rationally. With how much Pidge is lost to the Galra and this war, she's light years away from home, from her mom, who's also grieving. She's had half her family taken away, taken prisoner. She doesn't know where they are, if they're even alive, what tortures they're going through, if they're like Shiro and are just absolutely messed up. And that could grow a very, very deep bitterness that could project itself onto anyone who's tied to the Galra in any way, shape, or form.
And
so
I would like to throw in that it's more than just, oh, he's part Galra. It's, where do your allegiances lie now, Keith? Where did you come from? How did you get on Earth? Are you in league with them or anything? It's like mind games. Like, we don't want to draw out the drama too much because we all don't like artificial drama.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, it's like, we need to now vet Keith because this has thrown a monkey wrench into the team dynamic.
yeah, and you have to remember, they all knew Keith as he was coming into the garrison, which is also around the time he met Shiro. So for all they know, they only met Keith when he was like 13, 14 years old. Where he was before that, they don't really know.
He could be a spy working for the Galra for all they know. A sleeper agent. Huh?
Yeah, with Hagar's mind-altering abilities, her magic, it would be entirely possible for something like that to happen.
Ain't the way.
And again, throwing in with the others, they are also light years from home, fighting in a war that they never asked for. They've seen the consequences and the horrors that the Galra are capable of. They've definitely been impacted in probably a lot of ways, especially Hunk's ties with the Balmerins and Shay, and seeing them, how they were treated. Again, it wouldn't be outright rejection, I don't think, but it's definitely, there is some suspicion and caution and newfound confusion just about all of this. They wouldn't stay that way for long, I don't think, because, of course, classic, who cares where he came from? He's our friend, he's been fighting by our side all the time, he's had time again and again and again to betray us, to turn us in, and he hasn't. He's been absolutely loyal, he is our friend.
Go Team Friendship!
So, yeah, good thoughts, good thoughts. Next comment?
Okay, Honeydew Cookie Cupcake 6507. Alright, I would love to read something like this, but I'm a little iffy about Shiro dying for real. Only because I weak and hate to break up families and have been obsessed with Keith/Shiro brother fix. So instead, maybe give him a major injury or put him in a coma or do something he has to recover from physically and mentally. Maybe on some space hospital.
Get me there fast!
Separated from his team and family, while Keith steps up to be the leader, making Shiro take a back seat to commander/mentor/strategist type role.
I do love the Brogane stuff. I love it. I do. But at the same time, I do want there to be real stakes. And it does feel kind of like a bit of a almost, I don't know. there needs to be stakes, and having a main character die is an excellent way to establish that. His mentoring would definitely be more prominent in the first 2 seasons, so he is still that mentor role. However, and this is technically spoilers, but whatever, we already saw it in the canon version. So, he does continue to kind of live on and give advice sometimes through the Black Lion. He does kind of live on for that. I want that to be like an established thing that like, once you reach a certain level of bondage with the lion, then after you die, you kind of become one with it, and you can kind of live on through that in a way. And that's like for all the paladins in all the lions. So he is still there. He's still with them. But I do want that to really establish stakes. And it is far more impactful for the team and for Keith, and really kind of just gives that massive shakeup that I don't think any sort of other injury or a coma could really do. Because if he's still there, even just out of commission, then that kind of loses that impact that I want and that I'm trying to go for. I love the Burgundy stuff too, but I feel like this is the right way to go. Thanks for the comment. Next.
This one is just a favorite of mine because I like how excited they are.
Oh boy.
Working Padawan 1952 writes, so Zarkon must be more terrifying than Darth Sidious, and Hagar is more powerful than the Mother? Sounds amazing!
Yes, because the Emperor was only able to rule over the galaxy for like 20 years. This guy's been doing the whole universe for thousands of years.
Sidious is a chump!
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he ever even figured out how to drain the life force from planets, so...
What a loser! Look at that guy! He got that sissy lightning stuff.
Well, he's old. Be nice. Thanks for the enthusiasm.
Brooks Dreamery writes, okay, character and motivation are my absolute favorite things to talk, read, and watch, and I really loved your way of going about it, and hearing your thought process. I know nothing about these characters, but you made me feel incredibly invested and emotionally immersed. I agree that Keith is the most interesting character, and he probably would have been my fave. He gives major Hufflepuff vibes, and honestly, it's your rewrite. I see nothing wrong with making him the main character, but whatever you choose to do will be amazing. I would definitely read your fanfic if you ever made one. P.S. Loved all the musicals utilized in this vid. Great taste.
Aw, thank you. I think that's the first time I've ever heard anybody say he's got Hufflepuff vibes.
No, for sure. Well, Brooks
It's
also
always-
a Hufflepuff, so...
Oh, well. Okay.
Bunch of Hufflepuffs. You're a Hufflepuff. You're all a bunch of Hufflepuffs. Jealous.
Yeah, he's always Slytherin or Gryffindor, which I get, but like, I like that. I like that. Thank you. Okay, next comment.
I want this fanfiction. When will it come out? No, I'm serious. That's a real comment.
From you or from somebody else?
From Happy Love 9502.
There is, as of yet, not a release date on it. I still want to finish writing all of Season 1 and get some headway on Season 2 before I start releasing that kind of stuff. I hate being in the moment, having to write on the fly every week to give an update. It just seems like a poor way to go about that kind of thing. So I gotta get everything sorted first, get plot points and plot twists and hints and stuff all set up before any of that. But hopefully, if I put my mind to it, maybe sometime in the next year or two, I think.
She's very slow about these things.
Because I'm methodical, okay? I don't just fling my ideas about like you.
Oh! How dare you insult my idea of flinging!
You don't use enough wrist. I'm sorry. It's not good enough. Next up.
Okay, so it's the last comment of interest. It wasn't the
Okay.
last, unfortunately.
To be expected.
Archie-Thomas 3911. He writes, I assume it's a he? I don't know. I have been looking forward to this video for a while now. Yes, I would love to read your rewrite, and I agree the biggest problem about Voltron is the lack of build-up or motivation for characters to do or say something, and the lack of consequence that comes from said line or action.
Excelente!
We are in agreement.
Huzzah!
That is all.
Wonderful.
I mean, there's a couple more comments, but like, you know, just mostly very supportive things. People saying they really, really, really want your fanfiction.
Yee.
They love you. They really love you.
All 20 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
But hey, 20 is better than 0, so I'll take it.
As someone says, they love the epic, the musical references.
Yes!
Yeah.
Alright, well, if that's all the comments, I think that'll just about wrap it up. Honestly, it was a bit less than I was expecting, or hoping for actually. But, hey, you do what you do.
I have a question.
Okay.
Are you going to tell them anything about the super special plot twists you've got planned?
No, they're plot twists. Of course I'm not going to reveal them before I've written the full thing. They'll have to figure it out and learn on their own.
But it's so good!
It is good. Thank you. Thank you for the support. But this is the audience. I can't just spoil them out the gate.
Fine.
Oy.
But by next year, you meant 2024, right?
Haha. Maybe late next year.
Yeah.
Because I like to get the full arcs of the show, like, in place. Then I work from the beginning and make my way through and connect the things, okay? Major plot points across the whole show first. And then I do the in-between stuff.
Good thing.
Thank you. Alrighty. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.
Wait, I have another question.
Oh boy.
So when you say fan fiction, do you mean you're gonna like post this on something like, you know, Archive of Our Own or something? Or are you going to make videos and post it to YouTube? Have you thought this through?
Well, you just want to make the videos.
I do. I really want to make the videos. I'm writing soundtrack, you guys. I'm making music for this thing.
She got too into it one night when we were discussing it. I don't know why it happened.
I've never composed music before.
And she's doing great.
Yay.
I don't know how this happened, but she's doing it and it's great. And I'm very grateful.
So we're making videos, right?
No.
What?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
You're killing me, man. You're really killing me.
I might do it like I'll post like full chapters that'll be like episodes on fanfiction websites, and then we like do summaries on YouTube in video form. But I don't know, okay? I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm just thinking of writing the story itself and getting that nailed down.
She's pathetic.
Excuse you! Again with the flinging! The flinging! You're just flinging everywhere! You
oh,
don't think any of this through!
No! Yes, I do! I promise I do!
No, you don't!
I plan a week in advance, at least!
A week?
Yeah!
7 whole days!
Yeah! Take that!
Brilliant!
I'm feeling a strange judgmental energy all of a sudden.
No, wherever would you be feeling that from? It's not like you're supposed to be planning these videos at least 2 to 4 weeks in advance.
I am. Oh no.
You're the one in charge of this whole flying umbrella!
Right. Bye.
Thank you for nothing, you useless sister.
Okay, you know what?
Entirely possible for something like that to happen.
Ain't the way.
What?
I'm sorry, I had crazy pills this morning.
That's your breakfast.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Actually, no, you didn't come down to eat breakfast. You rejected my waffles yet again. And thank again for the thank. Oh, making the mic peak.
Yes, speak louder.
You're so quiet.
I am? No! are the sticky notes?
What sticky notes?
Our sticky notes.
Which ones are those?
The only sticky notes we own.
You've got that whole stack of new ones.
Those are memo pads. They're not sticky.
I think somewhere in the downstairs drawer in the kitchen.
Why?
I don't know. Again, this is your space. This is your stuff. What are you calling them our sticky notes and sticky pads for? Okay, well, actually, they're mine.
Yeah, and I've been
They're
using
mine.
them.
You've
So
just
they're ours.
commandeered
They're
them.
ours
No,
now.
you
We
stole
share
them.
them.
You
We
stole
share
them.
them.
Stolen.
They are ours.
Stolen
We
property.
are.
You
Yes.
fiend. This
Communist.
always happens. You see what I have to put up with? Mad woman. This woman.
Communism.
Now,